Now we will review the different roles and responsibilities for each person involved in the process. The stakeholders are supervisors, post-classification advisors, human resources officers, regional classifiers, regional approvers, HR oversees employment. Let us start by looking at your role. The supervisor should start by looking at their organizational needs and designing their positions to meet those needs in the most efficient and effective way. You will write the position description, prepare the job discussion help sheet, and provide a detailed organizational chart. You may want to discuss these changes with your staff and obtain their input during this phase and during the interview, also known as the job discussion. Speaking of the interview, you will also participate in the interview process and provide additional information documentation as requested during the interview. Finally, you will review the preliminary job report and provide specific examples in the informal appeals process. If the informal appeal is not resolved to your satisfaction, you may file a formal appeal with HROE. The Post-Classification Advisor, or PCA for short, is a key person at your post who will review the request for classification to make sure they are valid and ensure all the documentation is complete. They must confirm that the document submitted will be recruitable and classifiable. They will serve as a liaison between the supervisor and the Regional Classification Center. They will keep you informed on the status of your request, and they will keep the RCC informed of any absences or difficulties with scheduling interviews with you. PCAs serve as your advisor regarding staffing and competition rules and are responsible for ensuring the implementation of the results of the classification. They are your consultant. The Human Resource Officer, or HRO, has a responsibility for position management and organizational design at Post. They provide advice on position management and can work with you during reorganizations or reductions in force. They can also provide advice on the completion of formal appeal packages. The HRO is an additional liaison and may contact the Regional Classification Center directly when situations need to be escalated or additional information is needed. The classifier is your analyst on all matters related to this process. They review the PD, job discussion help sheet, and organizational chart. To gain a better understanding of your position, they will conduct an interview. During the interview, they will clarify any outstanding questions, answer your questions, and provide feedback to you. They will use all of this information to decide which credits are appropriate and will enter all data into MClass in order to prepare the preliminary job report for your review. The classifier will then send the preliminary job report to the approvers for their review. The approvers review and approve all classifications and are a source of information and advice during the process. They can answer questions from Post, provide guidance on position management, and ensure service standards are being met. They liaise with HROE and provide feedback to HROE on issues and trends they are seeing. The Office of Overseas Employment, or HROE, sets the policy for all classifications. They will work with other offices and bureaus to create standard and framework job descriptions. They look at consistency worldwide between all the regional classification centers. They also manage the MClass system and review and decide formal appeals. They are the ultimate authority on classification matters. Here is the flowchart showing the different roles performed by each person in the process.